Welcome, friends. This is Narens Wisdom Talk. Myself, Narendra. Want to present to you this time my view on the spirituality and the various masters which we discussed last time and their ideas, what I interpret. So, there are various theories and various conflicting and also converging points. I mean, not conflicting, but divergent points, diverse ideas from various civilizations. It's a kind of civilizational differences, but the ultimate goal is same: well-being and progression of man into the ultimate statehood which he currently is in. So, for example, Islam states that it is a transcendent where God's nature is transcendent and He is but yet the person who runs the show. He does, but yet He is aloof. This is a striking chord with Dvaita philosophy in Vedanta, where God and man are two perpetual in the name of Jivatma and Paramatma. They are two perpetual. They are like parallel entities. But God is not as in the Vedantic, other Vedantic texts, where particularly Adi Shankaracharya's Advaita, where God is a full representation of entire physical and metaphysical beyond the world realm. He is the core part of it, which is called pantheism. In pantheism, everything is God. Everything is a part and parcel of God in various energies and forms. Whereas in transcendent philosophy and belief in Islam, everything is God's. That is what Zakir Naik told, one of the preachers of this controversial preacher of Islam. He has referred. That is true. It is God's apostrophe S. Everything is not God. So there is a creation and there is a creator. The created thing is a different. I mean, it is a different interplay. It is a different part than the creator. No, I'm not telling that Madhvacharyas and Quran, whatever the Islamic is exactly the same, but it somehow resembles in same way. So Adi Shankaracharya's is everything is a form of God, but a temporary illusion, which is called Mayavada. So it exists. It is not a fabrication, but it is in our perception an illusionary world which we live in the time and space, and which is beyond the time and space is the ultimate reality or Brahman. And this finds impression again with Buddhism, which has the same concept of Adi Shankaracharya. In fact, Adi Shankaracharya was called cover up Buddhist. He was accused. But having said that, the one difference between that is there is nothing is permanent in Buddhism. Even the self is accumulation of different birth and life and death, different birth, life, death cycle. It is like different Atman, and there is no permanent self at all, and there is no one creator in this cyclical birth and death cosmology and of human also. Everything is of cause and effect in Buddhism, and so to speak similarly in Jainism also. There is another aspect to this thesis. This God, what man thought, what is the division, what is the classification, which I call, is that per se there is one theistic school of thought, and there is pantheistic, and there is panentheistic. Now theistic school of thought is well versed in various religion you are having, which is in Islam and Abrahamic religion. Mostly they have theistic, where God is a transcendental being, and somewhat immanent also in Christianity in form of incarnation. And in Hinduism in form of Vaishnava, various other ways they draw this philosophy of theistic thought, where God is the ultimate and he controls the universe, but is not within it as a part. So there is one theistic, there is one pantheistic, and pantheistic is a view that everything is an interplay of God, and everything like Adi Shankaracharya's thought on Mayavada philosophy, that world is an illusion and it is various interplay of Purusha and Prakriti, various interplay of God and his energy is emanating in a way of supreme energy, and also as a physical energy of, that is he himself is into the various parts, various level of existence. One is ultimate existence, which is constant and ever changing existence. And there is panentheistic. Interestingly, this is where God is as transcendent, but within the universe and also beyond it. So God is a transcendent being, but he is within the universe, and beyond that he expands his control, and his nature is beyond that also. So this is also finding some space in certain religions. So these are the three aspects I like to highlight it. And this thought of God being transcendent is found in almost all major religions. Pantheism is found in a main form of in Upanishad and various dharmic religion. Panentheism is also there in Bhagavad Gita. If I say, Lord Krishna says, I am inside and outside, beyond the world also, and I am within part of that also. It's a kind of panentheistic statement which he says in Gita. So when explaining his nature. So there are some other teachings where panentheism is there. So this is also an aspect where the religions are classified and subdivided into spirituality. I mean, religion and spirituality are subdivided into various schools of thought. So that is one aspect I want to highlight. So the Astika school of thoughts, there is a birth and life cycle also, but there is a Brahman or Brahma. So this Brahma is a physical nature of the ultimate reality, which is perceived in dharmic Astika school of thought sense. So the cyclical one day of Brahma is, as I told you, is 4.32 billion, and night is 4.32 billion, and it's a 8.64 billion total is one kalpa of Brahma. There are many kalpas, and there is a dissolution of that kalpa, which is called pralaya. So these are the concepts which man had envisioned, great sages, and the interplay of Prakriti and nature told by Vaisheshika school, by Rishi Kannada, or Akaspada Gautama by Nyaya school, or Patanjali Yoga Sutra, all say this, that there is one constant nature and there is a cyclical nature of physical self. So to be in the constant, you need a natural progression. So these theories of both Shramana, where there is no only cause and effect, no personal divine interplay going on, or the Brahman concept of natural, I mean the Vedantic schools or Astika school of thought. So this is my perception that spirituality is this is my thought on spirituality, that man's progression of inner self. So many theories and many people say it in many ways. So there is a saying in Sanskrit that ekam sat vipra bahudanti vedanti. The truth is one, but wise person say in different ways. That is reality of this one. There is as I told, the problem and the solution is the same, and the methods are different. That is the thought. That is the real perception, wider perception. And I want to finish with William Butler Yeats, an Irish poet, who said of the civilizations, where he says the civilization is hooped together under a rule of semblance of peace, and Egypt, Greece, goodbye Rome, of all civilizations. Every civilization come and go, but the hermits upon the Mount Everest or Meru, under the night, under drifted snow, beat down upon the naked bodies, know that day brings around the night, and before the dawn, his glory and his moments are gone. So, the civilizations come and go, but temporary, permanent nature just stays on. With that, signing off. Bye, and catch you later with different topics. Bye.